My name is Maya. I am 34 years old. I live alone now. 2 months ago, my husband left me. His name was Richard. We were married for 10 years. 10 years. Can you imagine? 10 years of my life with one person. Then one day, he said he didn't love me anymore. He said he found someone else, someone younger, someone better. I cried for weeks. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I looked at myself in the mirror and thought, what is wrong with me? Why wasn't I enough? My friends tried to help. They said, Maya, it's not your fault. Richard is a bad man, but I didn't believe them. I felt broken inside. I decided to move. I couldn't stay in our old apartment. Everything there reminded me of Richard, the bed, the kitchen, even the walls. So I packed my things. I found a new place across the city. It was small, just 1 bedroom, but it was mine, only mine. The first week in my new apartment was hard. I felt so alone. I worked during the day. I came home at night. I watched TV. I ate dinner by myself. Sometimes I cried. I told myself, Maya, you will never love again. You will never trust a man again. Then I met him, my neighbor. It was a Thursday morning. I was leaving for work. He was standing in the hallway. He had brown hair and kind eyes. He smiled at me. He said, Hi, I'm Owen. I live next door. I didn't know what to say. I just nodded. I said, I'm Maya. Then I walked away quickly. My heart was beating fast. I thought, why am I feeling this way? I don't want to feel anything. Not anymore. After that day, I saw Owen everywhere. In the elevator, at the mailbox, at the small coffee shop on our street. Every time he smiled, every time he said hello. He was always polite, always gentle. But I kept my distance. I was afraid. My routine was simple. I woke up at 7. I went to work. I came home at 6. I made dinner. I watched TV until I fell asleep. It was boring. But boring felt safe. I didn't want surprises. I didn't want feelings. Feelings hurt too much. But Owen kept appearing. One morning, we were both getting coffee. He was in front of me in line. He turned around and said, The coffee here is really good, right? I nodded. I said, Yes, it's okay. He smiled and said, I come here every morning before work. Maybe I'll see you again tomorrow? I didn't answer. I just took my coffee and left. But the next morning I went back. I told myself it was just for the coffee, not for Owen. But when I saw him there, my heart jumped a little. We stood in line together. We talked about simple things, the weather, the neighborhood. Nothing deep, nothing scary. This became our routine. Every morning, coffee together. Owen never asked personal questions. He never pushed. He just talked about easy things. His job, his favorite movies, the park nearby. I started to relax a little. I started to smile sometimes. Claire, my best friend, noticed the change. She said, Maya, you seem different. What happened? I told her about Owen, about the morning coffees, about his kind smile. Claire got excited. She said, Maya, this is wonderful. You should invite him for dinner. I shook my head. I said, "No, Claire, I can't. What if he's like Richard? What if he hurts me?" Claire held my hand.
She said, "Not every man is Richard."
You deserve to be happy again, but I wasn't sure. Fear lived inside me now. Fear was stronger than hope. Still, I couldn't stop thinking about Owen. When I was at work, I thought about him. When I was home, I listened for sounds from his apartment. I wondered, does he think about me too? Or am I just being stupid? One Friday evening, someone knocked on my door. I looked through the peephole. It was Owen. My heart started racing. I opened the door slowly. Owen smiled. He looked a little embarrassed. He said, "Hi, Maya. I'm sorry to bother you, but my internet stopped working. Can I use your Wi-Fi for just 10 minutes? I need to send an important email for work." I hesitated. Then I said, "Okay." "Come in." Owen stepped inside. He looked around my apartment. He said, "You have a nice place. It feels warm." I made him tea. He sat on my couch. He sent his email. Then we started talking. We talked for 2 hours, not 10 minutes, 2 hours. We talked about everything. Our childhoods, our dreams, our favorite books. Owen told me about his past. He said, "I was married once. My wife died 3 years ago, cancer. It was very hard." His eyes looked sad. I felt his pain. I understood it. I told him about Richard, about the divorce, about feeling broken. Owen listened carefully. He didn't interrupt. He didn't judge. He just listened. When I finished, he said, "Maya, what Richard did was not your fault. You are a good person." I can see that. Something inside me melted. I felt tears coming. Owen reached out and held my hand. He said, "It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel hurt." I cried. I cried for Richard, for my broken marriage, for my lost dreams. Owen stayed with me. He didn't leave. When he finally left that night, I felt different, lighter somehow. But then fear came rushing back. I closed the door. I thought, what am I doing? I can't fall for another man. I can't go through that pain again. Love is too dangerous. Love destroys everything. The next day, Owen texted me. He said, "Thank you for last night. It was really nice talking to you. Would you like to have dinner with me tomorrow?" I stared at my phone. My hands were shaking. I wanted to say yes, but I was terrified. I didn't answer his text. Owen texted again the next day. He said, "Maya, are you okay?" I didn't answer. Days passed. Owen knocked on my door twice. I pretended I wasn't home. I avoided the coffee shop. I left for work early. I came home late. I was running away. I knew it. But I couldn't stop myself. 2 weeks went by. I felt terrible. I missed Owen. I missed our talks. I missed his smile. But fear kept me frozen. Claire called me. She was angry. She said, "Maya, what are you doing? Owen is a good man. You're pushing away your chance at happiness." I said, "Claire, I'm scared. What if it goes wrong? What if he leaves me like Richard did?" Claire sighed. She said, "Maya, listen to me. Life is scary. Love is scary. But living in fear is not living at all. You deserve love. You deserve joy. Stop running. Her words stayed in my mind. But I still didn't contact Owen. I felt stuck. One afternoon, I came home from work. I saw Owen in the hallway. There was a woman with him. She was pretty. She was laughing. They went into his apartment together. My heart broke into pieces. I thought, he moved on. He found someone else. I'm too late. I went into my apartment and cried. But then I got angry at myself. I realized something important. I had feelings for Owen. Real feelings, deep feelings, and I threw them away because of fear. That night there was a big storm, thunder, lightning, rain everywhere. Then suddenly my lights went out. The whole apartment was dark. I felt panic rising. I've always been afraid of the dark. I sat on my couch shaking. I didn't know what to do. Then someone knocked. I opened the door. It was Owen. He was holding candles and a flashlight. He said, "I saw your lights go out. I thought you might need these." His eyes were so kind, so gentle. I started crying. I couldn't hold it anymore. Owen came inside. He lit the candles. Then he sat next to me. He said, "Maya, what's wrong? Why did you disappear?" I took a deep breath. I told him everything about my fear, about Richard, about seeing him with that woman, about running away because I was terrified of being hurt again. Owen listened. Then he said, "Maya, that woman was my sister. She visits me sometimes. There's no one else. There's only you. I've been thinking about you every day." My heart stopped. He continued, "But Maya, I can't keep chasing you. I'm not Richard. I would never hurt you like he did. But I need to know, do you want to try? Or should I let you go?" I sat there in the candlelight. Owen's question filled the air. Do I want to try? Or should he let me go? My mind was racing. My heart was pounding. This was the moment that would change everything. I thought about Richard, about the pain, about the nights I cried myself to sleep, about feeling worthless and broken. That pain was real. That pain was deep. And I never wanted to feel it again. But then I thought about Owen, about his kindness, about his patience, about the way he listened, about the way he made me laugh, about the way he held my hand when I cried. Owen was not Richard. Owen was different. I could feel it. I looked into Owen's eyes. They were honest. They were waiting. I thought, Maya, you have two choices. You can stay afraid forever. You can live a small, safe, lonely life. Or you can be brave. You can take a risk. You can choose hope over fear. My voice was shaking. I said, "Owen, I'm terrified. I'm so scared of being hurt again, scared of trusting, scared of losing." But I paused. I took another breath. "But I want to try. I want to try with you." Owen's face changed. Relief, joy, hope. He smiled that beautiful smile. He said, "Maya, that's enough for now. We don't have to rush. We can go slow as you need." He reached out and took my hand. His hand was warm, strong, safe. We sat together in the candlelight. The storm raged outside, but inside I felt calm. I felt something I hadn't felt in so long. I felt hope. Real hope, the kind that makes your heart beat faster. The kind that makes you believe in tomorrow. Owen didn't kiss me that night. He didn't push for anything. He just stayed with me until the lights came back on, until the storm passed, until I felt safe again. Then he said goodnight. He went back to his apartment, but everything had changed. That was 3 months ago. Today, Owen and I are together. We take things slowly. Some days are easy. Some days are hard. Sometimes my fear comes back. Sometimes I worry, but Owen is patient. He understands. He gives me space when I need it. He holds me when I'm scared. I learned something important. Not all men are like Richard. Some men are kind. Some men are honest. Some men stay. Owen is one of those men. He showed me that love doesn't have to hurt. Love can heal. Love can help you grow. My divorce almost destroyed me. For weeks, I thought my life was over. I thought I would never be happy again. I thought love was finished for me. But I was wrong. My divorce didn't end my story. It started a new chapter, a better chapter. Moving to this apartment brought me to Owen. My pain brought me to healing. My fear taught me courage. Now I know something true. Second chances are real. New beginnings are possible. You just have to be brave enough to take the first step. I'm not perfect now. I still have bad days. I still remember Richard sometimes. I still feel scared, but I don't let fear control me anymore. I choose hope. I choose love. Choose Owen, and most importantly, I choose myself. I choose to believe I deserve happiness. If you're reading this, maybe you're going through something hard too. Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe you feel broken. Maybe you're afraid to try again. I understand. I've been there. But please listen to me. Don't let fear win. Don't let pain define you. Don't let one bad person steal your future. Love after pain is possible. Trust after betrayal is possible. Happiness after heartbreak is possible. You just have to be brave. You just have to take one small step, then another, then another. Before you know it, you'll be walking into a new life, a better life, a life full of hope. My name is Maya. I am 34 years old. I live next door to the man I'm falling in love with, and I'm not afraid anymore. If you liked my story, subscribe to the channel and see the next story to learn even more.